Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Awaken Your Inner Power Spiritual Events Directory broadcast. I want to just quickly apologize for being a little bit late. We have had some technical issues again today, so I'm not sure what's happening there. It's just been a little bit of a struggle coming through. Hopefully you can see and hear me all very well, and I welcome you all to today's show. So today, I want to talk to you all about releasing some limitations and blockages. And if you just all pop on, let me know who you are, where you are tuning in from. And I just want to know how far around the world we reach on this show and who else can benefit from that. So it'd be great to be able to share this live with some people, so I might just try and do that now. Feel free welcome to today. I'll turn the sound down on that. Feel free to share this as well, everyone. That would be great with anybody you think might enjoy this show today. So awesome. Welcome. Hi, Brian. Thanks for joining me. Welcome to everyone else who's here. Please let me know where you're tuning in from. That would be great. Just trying to get the share going as we move on. So let's get started. And everybody, talk to me. Tell me how your day is. We have got the most glorious day in Brisbane today. I have just finished a masterclass, so I'm a little bit tired in the voice today, but I will certainly adapt to you all. Hey Donna, how are you? Thanks for joining in. Logan in Queensland. Well, I'm just on the north side, Sandra, so we're not that far away. And I really do thank you for taking the time out to join us today. There's lots going on. I'm just sharing this with a few people, so just bear with me as we get that done. And certainly if we can also adapt to new things going on. Hey Amy, how are you? Amy and I had a great chat last week after the show, and I can tell you what, she's a real action taker. Amy has done so much work towards her goal and her business, and it's really exciting to see somebody that's so passionate about what she does. So well done, Amy. I'm going to give you a little clap. I hope everyone else is giving you a little clap as well. So that's amazing. You've done a great job. And, you know, remember, I'm here if we need to catch up again at any time. Hi, Anne-Marie. You're in Sydney. Welcome. And, you know, it's great to see everyone joining us today. So I want to do a bit of a process today, and I really do want to look at what your success stories are, where your limitations are, and really learning how to awaken that inner power to be who you are meant to be, because you all deserve to have that insight and success and lose all those old stories that no longer serve you. So let's have a look at where we can go from here. So everybody, first of all, if everyone can just type in for me very quickly, what do you think is holding you back? If you could really just put a one word or two words, what is it that's holding you back? Come on, let's work this together. I invite you to join in and be proactive and be active in this session today, because for me, unless you participate in your life and participate in the sessions, you know, that you interact with, then you're really not participating in your own life as well as you could be. So I really want to really get moving on that. Fear of change. Oh, Amy, I'm surprised. You're doing heaps of things to change and to bring your success forward. So when you say fear of change, what is it? Change out of your normal routine? Is it changing from, you know, things that maybe when you look at where you're headed, so some of your grand dream goals, where you're headed down the track, is there something there that maybe you're avoiding, not because of change, but the fear of success? So sometimes, you know, fear can be really funny thing. And I would say more that fear can often just be a self-sabotage activity rather than fear of anything. I'm just going to drink my little cup of chai tea while I'm talking to you because I have not had a cup of tea all morning. So let's have a look. Fear of change. Hey Tylee, welcome to the show today. And Alison, lack of finance. That can often relate to old money stories, Alison. I have just completed an amazing project on old money stories, and you know, we can definitely help you out on that. If you want to book a time with me, more than happy to accommodate you there and really remove some of those old stories really quickly and effectively, and so you don't have to worry about lack of finance anymore. Sometimes it's, you know, old money stories that come from generational lineage that you bring into this life, and it really needs to look at how you can delete that from your current life story. So, you know, the old beliefs, the old conditioning years, all those things. What was your money story? What was the story around success that created that? So, you know, that's a great one, and I really want to look at that as well. Lovely, that's my favorite tea. I know, I love it. I just love it. And I've got a cupboard full, and my husband goes, "Did you buy more?" Yes, I bought them because I just love it. So I want you all, if you were the letting go, yeah. So that can actually not be the fear of change. Amy, yeah, you know what? That can be because you're comfortable with using that in your current day story. There's some work that we can do on that if you were interested, to really look at how you can release that. So there's some processes that you can use to really create that lack of, and I didn't really get an opportunity to talk to you about that too much last week. However, I know that from my own experiences with illnesses and dis-ease that we've had in our life can often be triggered by something else. So let's have a look at that. If you want to have a chat, I invite you to come on over and have a chat with me again, should you want to do that. Or, you know, maybe there's something else that you want to book in where we can spend some more time and really create some more stuff, because that will actually hold you back in your business moving forward as well. So subconsciously, that can be a great block for you. Wow. So everybody, I want you to, I invite you to join me in this process, so we can remove those limits, those blocks, and all those things that are currently holding you back. Let's all take a very deep breath in and release. Closing your eyes, feet on the floor. You can lay down if you prefer, and just get your feet really flat and level on the floor. Breathing in and holding on to that for a moment while we just set the intention and release. Okay, now I want you to think about the things that are holding you back in your life at the moment. Let's have a look at where that is, where that's developed. What area of your body does that come in? And I want you to think about that, and I want you to really understand what the cause of that was. When did that first start? How did you know that it was there? Was it something that happened straight after an experience of something earlier in your life, in your childhood? And I want you to really tap into what that is. Just take a moment breathing in and release. When you've identified where that is and when you first recall that taking place, having an effect on your life, I want you just to think about that. And then I want you to look at how you can remove that one single piece of information out of your mind, out of your physical body, and out of your spiritual body, and out of your emotional body. And as you do that, understand that it no longer serves you, and it's not necessary for you to hold on to that anymore. And it can easily be removed with one flick of a switch. And as we look at removing that from our whole being, from the previous generational lineage cords, let's remove that slowly. 1, 2, 3, and it's gone. And understand that this no longer serves you, and you don't deserve to have this lingering and holding you back in your life. And again, as we release that out of our mind, body, soul, and spirit, and release that from any previous generational lineage cords, and we release it with the flick of a switch, now gone. And one more time, it no longer serves you to hold on to that. It's there holding you back, and it really doesn't deserve to take your time, money, energy. And slowly we look at taking that out of our system as a whole, so it no longer plays any part in our life, in our emotion, in our physical being, in our emotional being, nor in our spiritual being. And it's all going to be released at the flick of a switch, and it's gone. And now I want you to take a deep breath in and release. And one more deep breath in and release. And last breath in and release. Now slowly I want you to wriggle your toes and then wriggle your fingers, and just remember where you are at this moment. And slowly start to wriggle your legs and your arms as you start to bring yourself back into the room. Very quietly open your eyes, and I'd love some comments on how that went. Tylee, need more energy, that's holding me back. Okay, hopefully Tylee, that process has worked. Need to clone myself a few times. No, actually you don't. It's all in the release of whatever happens. So oh, very powerful. That's great, Amy. Now just remember that you can release that anytime you think that it's, you know, it will try and sabotage you in the future. It will continue to do that. Come back, save this live when we're done, so you can just go back to this process anytime you want to. And Oh, that's very interesting, from your throat when you were 3. That's very powerful, Amy. Whew. That's just, yeah, that's really powerful. I can feel that emotion that you're feeling. So that's just brought an emotion up. You know, as an empath, I'm going to have to clear all this energy when I'm finished. So that's amazing. So happy for you. Tylee, very calm. That's fantastic. So amazing, 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 amazing. Look, you know, we can do these processes all day, but unless you really want this to go, it can take some work. So please throw some comments in. Let me know that you're going to come back to this video and redo this process anytime you need to. I would, yeah, that's great, Tylee. Gives me goosebumps too when I do things like this. So, you know what? It's I really want to know that you're going to come back to this, because this is, you know, this information is free. You don't have to pay for this. This is something that you can save this video, and you can save it and you know, really listen to it any time that you want to. So feel free to do it. Share it with your friends. It's a free offer that I provide for you as part of this show, and I really want to help everyone as much as I can. This is just a taste of what's possible in your life. And yeah, I bet you will, Amy. I'm sure that you will. So, you know, it's like, you know, sometimes when you have the results that you're looking for after a process like this, it's priceless. So, you know, what price do I put on this? Well, you know what? There's plenty of people out there who can benefit from this. That's what I like to see. I like to see people who are sitting there and really moving forward and taking things on. Now, you can do this anytime that you want to. And I want to remind you that, you know, whether it's success, whether it's health, whether it's a block, whether it's a glass ceiling, whether it's old stories, whether it comes from a life of a mindset of lack, whether that's come from your conditioning or whether it's something you developed over the years, these things can all be changed. You do not have to sit in this comfort zone of lack. I want you to succeed. I want you to move forward. I want you to understand, no matter what happens, you have the power within yourself to heal, to create success, to manifest anything you want, to inarguably receive the most powerful forms of energy flow that you want. That's up to you, guys. So, you know, remember that nothing can hold you back unless you allow it. Hi, Maureen. How are you? Welcome. Where are you tuning in from, Maureen? I'm going to have another sip of my tea. I'd love to know where you're tuning in from. And hi, Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Look, for you people who have just joined us, please take a moment to go back to the beginning of this video, because we've just done a very powerful process and I want you to have this for nothing. This is my gift to you. I want you to understand that this is something that you can use again and again and again, no matter what might be blocking you or holding you back. Oh, California, welcome. Woo. Wow, actually, California, how's the weather over there at the moment? Have you got any anything going on with the cyclone tornado that's going on over there at the moment? Is that affecting you at all, or are you okay? I guess if you're on here, you must be okay. That's one thing, but let's hope everybody over there is very safe and sound, and really, my heart goes out to every one of you. Amy's in Adelaide, wonderful. So really take the time and move through this process, because it can be as powerful as you want it to be, and you deserve everything that you ask for. Manifestation is such an easy thing to do, and people make it hard. They think too much about it. They overcomplicate the process. Oh, 105 degrees. Wow. What? Okay. I haven't got the converter going off in my head here. I think that's probably, is that like 60 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit? No, I don't know. I can't think of the conversion. I think I'm thinking of temperature, same thing. I'm thinking of oven temperature. I'm not sure. Hi, Michelle, Sunshine Coast. I'll be up there tomorrow. I'm actually going up to meet with my business coach, and we're going to do a session on goals for the soul. So I can't wait to share that with you all next week. Oh, thanks, Amy. 42-ish. That's hot. Woo! That is exasperating heat. So yeah, I can't wait to share some information about that. I'm pretty sure I'll get some information out of that session tomorrow that can really reinvent and evolve myself, which means that I can share that with you guys as well, because we always want to be able to move forward, evolve, reinvent, because if we don't, we dissolve, we become stagnate, we move into struggle, we move into a lot of challenges, and we let things affect us that don't really need to affect us. So tell me, how do you get through those things? I'd love to hear how you, yeah, very, very hot, yeah. Hi, Kim from Western Australia. What a beautiful city. I love it over in Perth. I bet your day is absolutely glorious over there today as well. So yeah, just share with me how you move through any things that you would normally, with your goal process. How do you work through that? Like, I've got a process that I put in place when I'm working on my goals, and it's really, really important for me to look at all the information and be very clear about what I want. So, this creates the choices and decisions that you make against the results that you receive. And the smallest of things can make all the difference. So while I'm very clear about how I process my goals and develop that, and my visualization and my manifestation of all of that, then it's really, really important to understand that the smallest of little things can really make the big picture not come into fruition. And that's what I mean. I'm so excited about sharing the day with my coach tomorrow to find out more about that. So yeah, just really great. Amy, make them realistic, allow room for growth, allow it to happen. Yeah, absolutely. And, I've got some great processes with that as well. So, goals, developing your goals and your processes and, what you want out of life is such an important part of being able to grow and succeed in life. So, not just life, but in business. And it's the smallest of things that can make a huge difference in how they come into play. So, ask some questions. Who's got some questions? Talk to me. Talk to me. Let me help you. Let me know what it is that I can help you with. Is there something specifically in relation to business, growth, goals, what is it? How can I help you to increase your life in general? Let's look at these things on a deeper level and really look at what those things are that can create, those blocks, those limits, those incredibly efficient comfort zones that we all sit in. Talk to me. Let me know what I can do to help you. That's what I'm here for. I really love that, you all come on and share your time with me, and, it's amazing, and I just love it. And, before I run this show, I usually put a post up so that you generally know what we're going to be talking about, because I want to invite you into the conversation. I don't want to be the one talk. I want to be here to share information and get some results back for you on the day, so that you can truly be the best version of yourself that you deserve to be. So, lack of finance. What's your old story around your finances, Maureen? How did your story start with finances? That process we did can really remove all of those. But maybe if we look at that a little bit deeper, let's have a look and see how that started for you. How old were you when you first looked at your at the lack of finance? Was it something? Was there a lack mindset in your home when you were growing up? Is that something that's occurred because maybe you've lost money and been in a position where you haven't been able to afford things? There's so many different ways around this, but I want to answer your questions. So talk to me and let me know exactly what it is that started with. Was that a yes to growing up? Was it a yes to a situation, childhood? Okay, so there's been a lack mindset growing up, and that comes with us because that's the beliefs that were instilled in us through our conditioning years. What happens with that is, and go back and revisit this. Actually, I'm not sure if you were on when we first started, Maureen. So go back and do the process in the beginning of this, because that block through carrying that through is an old story that you no longer have to live with. And the process that we did early on this show today will help you to remove that. But I'd love to know how you go with that, how I can help you in the future, and if there's something else that we can put into place that can really assist you move through that. So, hi Sheena, welcome. How can self-doubt? Okay, Sheena, you've just joined us. Self-doubt and historical financial hardship. Yeah, look, there's definitely the process that I did in the beginning will assist you to start working through that. If I can be of assistance to you to move through something that's a deeper block than that, please let me know. Book an appointment with me. Look at the times that I'm available for these 15-minute sessions. Let's have a look and really look at how we are able to shift something that might be deeper. But let me know how you go with the process. Let me know how, if it's helped you, let me know what you feel might not have moved, and let's look at that a little bit deeper. You can message me on Facebook anytime to have that information. So all you need to do is go to my unique vibrations, and I'm just going to pop that in, unique, whoops, I can't spell, vibrations page. I'll see if I can just find a link to that. I'm pretty sure I can find a link. But it will be finding the right page that I have opened on this. Bear with me, because you know what? As I said, I'm here. I'm absolutely 100% here to make sure that you all succeed in life. Okay, there's my page. So that should help. Let me know. Please message me. Let me know how you go. And if there's anything else I can do to help you, book an appointment with me through this page if you want some help to facilitate that to start with, because it's really important sometimes that not everyone's able to shift it themselves. So, no, you weren't on. I'll look at that. Yes, absolutely, Maureen. It's a powerful process that can help you. Look at the comments that we have here already. You know, people were getting goosebumps. People were, you know, somebody mentioned, Amy mentioned something to me, and I actually got quite emotional. So I picked up on her emotions that were really releasing some stuff for her. Hi Nia, welcome to this week's broadcast. Not sure whether to leave or work on it. Look, Nia, this is something that only you can decide. I don't give advice, but I do give strategies. So what is it that you're looking for in a loving relationship? Are you looking for a magical relationship that provides you with all the love that you deserve? What's your relationship around love? What is your story around love and being loved? You know, sometimes there's things that happen that can occur in our lives that really stop us from feeling worthy of love. And sometimes that can be within, sometimes it can just purely be that the relationship's not working. My recommendation would be to have a look at where that's coming from. I would also look at, you know, if you're not sure whether to stay in that relationship or not, ask yourself this question. What do I want in a relationship? Is this relationship providing me with what I want? And clearly the answer is no. Because if you're not sure whether to stay or leave, you're already thinking about leaving. What's on the other side? It doesn't matter what's on the other side. What matters is that you're in a relationship that you want to be in, that you are wanting to attract somebody that aligns with your values, with your self, and the life that you want to live. And there's processes around that as well. I probably don't have time to go into all those processes today. That's something we can definitely look at, you know, enjoying through an appointment. Book an appointment with me. Let's talk about that further. I know there's some personal stuff in relationships and where to go with them, and I don't want you to be that vulnerable in front of everybody. So please book an appointment with me if you want some help around that. I'm happy to help you out. Sheena, thank you. You're very welcome, Sheena. Most welcome in that. And, you know, hi, Annette, welcome to the show. And also, you know, please feel free if you want more information on any of these to come on. I recommend that you all look at that process again and again. Save this video. Go through that anytime you need some help, and, you know, do some meditations. Tap into your heart, Nia, tap into your heart chakra around what you want from a relationship. Journal your emotions, what you're feeling now, what you want to feel. You know, write a list. Be exact on who you want to attract in your life, and then start being that person. Because if you're not the person that you want to attract, you're attracting who you are at the moment. The universe has a very strange way of answering our call. And you're there for a reason, whether it's a lesson that you're taking away from this, whether it's something that you need to learn about yourself, like self-love, self-care, self-respect, whether it's something about knowing what you don't want. The universe doesn't hear don't, it doesn't hear can't, it doesn't hear no. So it picks up on, I want more of this. So understand that when you're sending those messages to manifest, it's really, really important to use positive language. I will book an appointment, very helpful. That's great, Nia. I'm so glad I can help you with that. So yeah, there's probably some work that's on a deeper level there that we might need to work on. So let's have a look at that first and see where we go from there. Okay, we have 20 minutes to go. Who's got some more questions that they want to ask around blocks and limitations and what's holding them back? Okay, because life throws challenges at us regardless of what happens. A curveball can come out of nowhere. That's okay, that's not a problem. When a curveball comes out of nowhere, it's how we deal with it. So, the other day I was on my way somewhere and I was sitting there and I just thought to myself, ooh, what's going on? There's a really strange energy that I suddenly picked up on. So I had to sit and think about it. And I thought, whose energy is it? I have to ask the question, whose energy is it? Is it my energy? Does this belong to me? When I realized that that energy did not belong to me, I could look at that energy, I could redirect that energy, and I could release that energy because it wasn't mine to own. And sometimes this is the case even with our conditioning years and how we go about doing these things. It's really, really important to understand that sometimes what you bring through into this life, if it's from a previous generational lineage, then it's not always our energy that we've actually holding on to. Sometimes it can be somebody else's energy that doesn't belong to us, and it's how you release that or review that energy and realize that it's not yours to own, and you can let go of that anytime you like. So hopefully these little lessons that I provide for you help you along the way. Let me know, what else do you want to know about today? What is it that, it can be anything. It can be, how do you create success? How do you, remove those blockages? How do you tap into that energy? Ask me anything you want. I'm here to help. As I said, 15 minutes to go. We have lots of wonderful pieces of information, gold nuggets I hope you take away from this. So, definitely ask the question. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Let's get connected and really work on things. Oh, very helpful. I'm an empath too. Yeah, I think we had that conversation last week, Amy. That was very funny. So, Anne-Marie, hi. Did you leave us and come back? Was it Anne-Marie? Anne-Marie Wells? I thought so. I might be mistaken. Not sure. I know that, it can clip in and out the internet very easily. I know that I've had some issues with it previously. But, if you missed the beginning, please go back and listen to it, Anne-Marie, because we have some fabulous information in a process that we did. Save the video, share the video, please share the video, because you don't know who you're helping out there that can really need this information today for whatever reason. Business, you can become very overwhelmed and stuck in a place in that business that you don't know how to get out of. I just did my masterclass, in fact, which is Turn Overwhelm into Energized Action. And that masterclass is amazing. I know that it's got the information there that can support lots of people create better behaviors during the course of their business, and how they can incorporate certain strategies into their business to keep them on track. I'm also really excited. I'm going to share this with you because on the 18th of October, I think it is, just let me check, 18th of October, no, 17th of October, my apologies. On the 17th of October, I am doing a co-host 2-hour training with a feng shui expert who is going to share with you information around the feng shui positioning and placement of items in your home, and share her knowledge on how to increase wealth, relationships, health, and life choices through to the future. And I'm going to share behavioral breakthrough strategies that will help you to move forward with those. Now, if that's something that you're interested in, I'm going to be putting the links up when they're available for the tickets, because that will be an amazing, amazing opportunity to benefit on the details that we offer on that day. I'm moving very soon. How to release the blocks from coming into my new space with me? It's absolutely not a silly question, Amy. Of course it's not. Wow, no. And you know what? No question is ever silly. No question is ever irrelevant. Every question will benefit. Somebody else might be thinking the exact same thing. So you're moving soon. How do you prevent and release the blocks from coming into your new space? Well, first of all, I know that you are already doing a lot of work around yourself. I would, again, come back and listen to this process, because you don't want to take those into you. Energize yourself through, oils and putting a lot of positivity into your old space where you are currently, and around your furnishings that you're taking with you, so that they bring that high energy into your new space. I would also practice a lot of self-love, self-care. I would also practice your affirmations. I would also participate in journaling. If you do have something that seems to be a block that's sitting with you, work through that. I know you journal already, so you're amazing. Look at smudging your new home when you come into there before you put all your furnishings in there. If you get the keys the day before, go through and smudge that whole area. What date are you moving, Amy? What date are you moving? What date are you moving? Don't know. Love Feng Shui, Nia. I'm always incorporating it into my home. Perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Me too. It's such a positive thing. Get rid of any old clutter that you don't need to take into the new space with you as well, Amy. That's important. Tomorrow. Okay, so no, I can't do a feng shui 2-hour training for you before then. I knew it was coming up, but then when you said very soon, I thought maybe it was further away than I anticipated. So, placement of goods. Now, so definitely do the smudging. That will get rid of any negative energies that might be sitting in the home. I would also get a infuser and do some oils, or an oil burner, and burn some oils in your new space. I would also do, and you can Google this as well, if you wanted to Google where to place certain items in your home. So if you've got some Buddhas or some crystals, things like that, Google where the best place to put them is going to be for opening up space. And also, you know, I know, for instance, if you've got a long hallway, then they do say to place a crystal part way through so that your energies are connecting with the crystal and clearing before they come right into the home. You know, there's lots of other things. If you know, placing your Buddhas in certain places, buying a little, one of the little Chinese money frogs, placing that in the right space. You know, there's other things you can use, like the Chinese coins. They're quite cheap. You can pick those up in a Chinese shop. Or an energy shop. Lots of crystals, lots of positive energies that you're going to be putting through the home. Lots of places you can go with that. So yeah, just if there's, those things should help you to move through immediately. But I'd love to see you on our 2-hour training, Amy, where you know, Barbie can really give you some insight into how to feng shui your home. And you know, she's fantastic. She's got 30 years experience. She's also a Reiki master. You know, so many things going through on how to do that. You know, I have my Reiki and my crystals. You know, sometimes getting yourself a pendulum crystal and asking questions when you're placing things in there is another great way, you know, and an efficient, financially efficient way to be able to do that. So, you know, with your Reiki that you have, then it's really important to understand, you know, where those things need to go. I think with that knowledge, do some sound healing before you move in. I know that you know how to do that. And, you know, do the sound healing in the new space as well, before or after you smudge, just to make sure that you've got all that stuff going on. Hi, Sheena. Do you think the right numerology number works for business, such as name and business property number? Look, you know, I think that it definitely helps. And, you know, while we can't always have that number that we want for a property, business property space, then there's other things that you can do to incorporate that. So, you know, not having a lot of numerology information, I know that, you know, adding up those numbers, so if it's a double-digit number, what that turns into. And my understanding is 3 is not a great number. I live in a number 13, so the number joined is number 4, which is a good number for success and energy. And, you know, of course, anything that adds up to 8 is amazing, because that's infinite and very positive. And also colours. I think it's really important. You know, purple's a great colour. Blue's a great communication colour. Green is a great feng shui colour, along with red. They're really positive. I know that a lot of people, you know, when you're looking at feng shui, they say have a red door. If you can't have a red door, have something, a red sign, something on that door that will infiltrate through into the business. So there's many different things that you can do there. Amy, you have lots of oils and crystals, and I was planning on smudging anyway. Great. I'll make sure to send love to my furniture. Yes, and I'll use my pendulum. Awesome. And do a sound healing. Practice your sound healing. Amy is, Amy, I hope you don't mind me sharing, but Amy is starting a business that's all about therapy, sound therapy. And, it's an amazing process to go through. She is studying it at the moment, and I'm sure that you will see her out and about on this page when the time comes. And, she's definitely a really positive person who takes action. And Amy, I know that you're going to succeed in everything that you do. You've got a great energy about you, and you're so positive, and, regardless of what your story has been, and you really do energize everything that you do. So I know that you can make a success in anything that you do. What's the house number you're moving to, just out of interest, or unit number? I'll do some sound too. Yeah, definitely do some sound. I had a Reiki attunement level 1, and it was transformational. I think I may have to retune. It was 10 years ago. Yeah, Nia, look, yeah, definitely. I think Reiki is very beneficial to, no matter, what level you're at. It really does help to move you through these things. And I think it's really great that you've recognized that, and that deserves a celebration in itself. Woohoo! Celebrate everything, even if you're celebrating something like, oh, how did that thought come into my head? I don't want to think about that. Celebrate that you've recognized it, because your whole being recognizes celebration. When you start telling yourself that you've done something awful or wrong or whatever it is, then you start taking away the recognition of celebration, no matter how much you will incorporate that into it as well. So everything is a celebration, because that's how your life gets recognized as a positive, successful, joy and happy life. And, it's fantastic. 14, 1 and 4, number 5. Can't recall off the top of my head what number 5 relates to. If anybody knows, that's great. Hey, Sonia, welcome. Hey, Sonia, you have missed a great process we did at the beginning of this live. Please go back and revisit it. Save this and please go back and revisit it, because it's amazing, and it will really look at some stuff for you. Hope it helps, and revisit that anytime you can. It's very powerful, and it's also very productive and successful, and it's free. So why wouldn't you hold on to that video and listen to it as often as possible? It's fantastic. Sheena, number 3. Look, how's this? I used to live in unit 3, number 3. And I was like, uh-oh. I always thought 3 was a good number, and then I started looking at things further, and it wasn't such a good number. That's okay. 5 is radical transformation and change. Oh, you picked that house number on purpose, Amy. I just know you did. So awesome. Okay, we are almost at the top of the hour at the moment. So any last minute questions that you want some help with, let me know. 2 minutes to go. I've had a fantastic time. I cannot believe how fast it's gone today. It's just amazing. So, if there's any questions left on, looking at how to become more successful, anybody wants to book an appointment with me, let me know. Go to the book online here and definitely book an appointment. I also want to offer you my next masterclass is something that I think you can benefit from. It's about how to turn overwhelm into energized action. You get amazing value for that masterclass. There is so much value added to that it really can assist you to move through, manifest, create structures and cultures. Even if you're a sole trader, it can set you up for the future for when you need to outsource different elements of your business. And 4 is good for businesses. Yeah, it's, I can't remember exactly, Sheena, what that meant, but I know when I looked it up, it was a great number. And our old home also had a great number attached to it. Now I just can't remember what the street number was. Oh well. And the home that we had before that we sold was also incredibly powerful. Number 2, I believe number 2 is a very powerful number as well. So I am looking at the top of the hour right now. I hope that you have all had an amazing time today. I know that I've had so much fun, and I cannot believe how fast it's gone. It's so much fun, and I get so much out of this because you interact, and I invite you into the conversation, and you come in openly with so much information, and I just love seeing how you grow through the show as well. So if there's anything I can do for you, please feel free to book an appointment with me. Look at my next masterclass next Friday. Happy to have that on board. There's lots of added value in that masterclass. There is a load of extras that come with that. So please, come on board, look at that. Or of course, there's my 5-day challenge, which I've been recommending for a number of weeks now as well, which I wasn't able to get onto, which is bring work-life balance with energized action. You can choose either of those to come on board with. And, I'd love to see you there, because I know that these things can change your life when you implement these strategies. Until next week, have an absolutely outstanding, extraordinary week. I look forward to seeing you all here next week at 12 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time. And take care. Good luck with the move, Amy. Let me know if you need a hand with anything. Send me a message. I'm happy to help you out. And I look forward to seeing you all on Friday at 12 o'clock. Bye for now.